that your version of a wave? Say hi, YouTube. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Amore Movement channel. Please make sure to show us some love by hitting the subscribe button down below, as well as at the end of this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below of more videos you'd want to see. But as usual, let's get into it. Today's video is going to be about stretch mark lotions. So there's a million of them on the internet. It can be super overwhelming trying to decide what lotion to choose. So today I have 7 lotions to go over with you and 3 brands, one being the best of them all. But I'll go through the pros and cons of each one. So coming in at number 7 is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula with vitamin E. It's in an oil form. So it's a skin oil therapy and it protects against scars, stretch marks, dry and damaged skin, uneven skin tone, and aging. It is hypoallergenic. However, depending on what you like, it is oily. I'll show you the consistency. You squirt it on. It is a liquid, so if you can see how shiny it is, it does leave an oily residue on your fingers. That part didn't bother me as much because I was putting it on before bed, so it's just, I usually sleep in like a junky t-shirt anyway. With the oil, it has a certain odor that they tried to cover up, and it's the same with like any baby oils. Just whatever oil they're using has a certain smell, and as we talked about in the last video, your nose is gonna be really sensitive to different smells. So that's why this one is number 7 on my personal list. But you might really like the fact that it's an oil, and you might like the smell. So this might be a great option for you. It wasn't for me, but that's just personal preference. The 6th lotion on my list is also Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Tummy Butter. So it comes in this jar. It's obviously for stretch marks, and you can see from the label that it's for mamas. But with this one, the jar is a huge benefit because you don't waste any product because you can reach it all with your hands. However, if you're a germaphobe and you don't like to stick your hands in the jar, then this might not be the best one for you. That doesn't bother me. I'd rather not waste the product. So I actually really like when it comes in the jars as opposed to a different vessel. This is the side of the jar. But this one, when you get it, it's very hard. So you don't need a lot, obviously. You can see I haven't used much of it. To get any product, you're just gonna scrape your finger like so. It's just gonna come out as a thick cream consistency. So for this one, I'll show you on the back of my wrist. You don't need a lot. I actually put way more on than I needed. But it too gets shiny. Because it's a solid, it has a little bit more of a waxy buildup. So my big test is I'll put it on at night and wake up in the morning and see how my skin feels. It does feel very waxy. I wasn't a big fan of that, but again, personal preference. If that's not something that you kind of jive with, I wouldn't recommend getting the jarred kind for that reason. Next and 5th on the list is this natural lavender and peppermint. We just actually get this from a local store. I'll link in the description bar below, or I'll put across the screen. I can't remember the name. I have to ask Pat because he got this for me as a Christmas gift. But they're all natural, organic company near us. And it comes in these beautiful blue jars if aesthetics is something that you're concerned about. But the smell is out of this world. It's so relaxing. And like I said in my last video with your nose being sensitive, this really helped me relax and not feel as sick because I would dab a little bit underneath my nose so I could smell it as I fell asleep. So 4th on the list is probably going to be the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula in the pump. This one's really convenient to use if you're in your own home. If you want to travel with it or anything else, sometimes it comes unscrewed. And it's also really difficult regardless of where you're using this one. It's really hard to get the remaining product out. I know with my conditioner and stuff that comes in the pump bottles, I'll just add water to it. I don't really like doing that with lotion, so I take scissors and I cut it open and then I'll scoop out the remaining product. So it's not particularly convenient in that sense, but it does It does smell like you're at Chocolate World at Hershey Park. It smells delicious, and the texture, like the consistency is really nice. I'm actually all out of this one, so I can't show you, but the texture is really nice and it soaks into your skin really well. So it doesn't leave any weird residues. Well, it's a great lotion just in general, whether you're pregnant or not. So these two are literally the same exact lotion, except for this comes in the tube form with the flip top. I think the flip top is much more convenient if you're on the go, if you're just using it as like a hand cream, or just in general. It is smaller, but I think the convenience of it is much better, and you can get the majority of the product out, which no waste, which is awesome. These two are basically the same. It's just a matter of which vessel you prefer. Personally, I think the tube is more convenient, but if you like the pump kind, then I would go with that one. But it's the same product. Pump style, I'm rating it a 4. So it's the same lotion in the tube. I'm rating the tube a 2 because the smell is awesome. It's great for anybody and it doesn't leave any weird residues. Coming in at number 3 is the Earth Mama Belly Butter. So it is the pump bottle. Not a big fan of. It's supposed to be rich in moisturizing lotion, help ease skin and stretch marks. I really wanted to like this one because people rave about the Earth Mama products, and I did really like it. People say the scent's awesome. I'm gonna do a little tester here. You might not be able to tell. I'm gonna do it on the other hand. You might not be able to tell. A little goes a pretty decent way. Scent is wonderful, and I don't know if you can tell in this. It doesn't glisten like the oil or the tummy butter. But it soaks in pretty nicely. It smells really good. The next day I could still feel it on the top of my skin, and usually I don't like that sensation. I like when it soaks in and my skin just feels like skin, whereas when I woke up the next morning I could still feel that I had lotion on, so I'm not a big fan of that. The smell is lovely. It's almost like a lemon cake, fresh and delicious, but like also like sweet. So my all-time favorite, based on the type of container it comes in, the feeling the lotion has on your skin, whether or not it soaks into your skin, the scent, and the price. The number one, absolutely would recommend. It's linked in the description bar below. Go get yourself some because it's phenomenal and is worth all of the hype. Is, drumroll, Burt's Bees Mama Bee Belly Butter. My best friend actually got this for me when she found out that we were pregnant. So I tried it out and I have been loving it ever since. I use it religiously every single night. So I usually put lotion on after the shower. Typically that's in the morning. And then I'll put the belly butter on every single night religiously without a doubt. It does, do I have any left in here? Yeah, I have a little bit left because I'm sucking it dry, but for this one, the texture when you put it on is really white, and that's okay. So, I mean, I can rub it in. It just kind of stays that white color, which is fine. So that happens to my belly all of the time when I put it on. My belly is basically, my belly, my back, my like hips and sides and everything are basically all white. So I just kind of like let it soak in. That's also how I know that it soaks in really well. So it leaves the white residue on my stomach, and then eventually when it soaks in, the white disappears. I wake up the next morning and my skin just feels like skin. There's no sticky residue, there's no waxy residue or oily residue. Like, it is just my skin, and it's soft and wonderful. The Burt's Bees Mama Bee Belly Butter is all-time favorite, number one, worth all the hype. Again, as usual, disclaimer, just my personal preferences for what worked for me and what I like, depending on what you're looking for. So if scent's a really big deal for you, scent. The scent of the Mama Bee's Belly Butter, it just smells like lotion. Like, it doesn't have, to me, it doesn't have a smell, like a strong odor. It's not even one of the things I notice. I don't even notice the smell at all. I'm not like, oh yes, it smells amazing, or oh no, that like makes me feel kind of sick. I just don't notice the smell at all, to be honest. so I guess it's unscented. But I wanted to go through each product that I tried because each one's a little different depending on what you're looking for. So if scent's a really big deal for you, with the Earth Mama, you definitely notice the vanilla cake smell. But with the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula, you definitely notice the chocolate smell in the 2 massage oils. Obviously, I chose the lavender and peppermint specifically for the scent, but that's for a different purpose. And I would put that on, again, my hands and underneath my nose. But the oil does smell like baby oil. And it has the same consistency of any oil that you would put on your skin. Whether you like that or not is up to you. And then the tummy butter for stretch marks, I was really excited about. But the scent of the tummy butter isn't as nice as the massage lotion. And it does leave that waxy residue. So finally coming to prices, we'll go in order because I got the, and maybe I'll insert a picture, I got all 4 of these off of Amazon. That was $19.97. So I got all 4 because I wanted to test out different kinds. I knew I liked the stretch mark massage lotion already, but I wanted to try the different options they had for moms and for stretch marks. So individually, the pump is going to cost you $5.19 for 8.5 fluid ounces. The snap cap is $7.98 and it's 4.4 ounces. The oil is gonna be $7.33. The tummy butter is going to be $9.99. The Earth Mama pump is gonna be $14.44. The all-time favorite Mama B belly butter is going to individually cost you $10.18 for the whole container, which is 6.5 ounces. So technically this is double the price of the cocoa butter formula, but you aren't gonna waste any product because you can reach inside of it. Or if you like the squeezy bottle for $7.98 and 4.4 fluid ounces. It depends on what you want. Unfortunately for the lavender peppermint nourish lotion, I'll just put a description on this side because I'm not sure where Pat actually got it from. It's supposed to be organic and make sure that all of the products are very natural. So I'll just link the information over here on the side and then the description bar below because I'm really not sure. So that's my breakdown and recommendations for all of the Mommy Belly stretch mark formula creams that are out and why the Burt's Bees Mama Bee comes in at #1. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching and for supporting us in this new hobby. If you have any questions or any other videos you'd like to see, please leave your suggestions in the comments below. And thank you to Me and Fantasy for being the first one to comment on last week's video. Be sure to go check them out. As well as Carl for being our first subscriber from last week's video. So thank you guys so much for the support. We really appreciate it. And I can't wait to see who is going to be shout out next week. And lastly, please make sure to show us some love by hitting that subscribe button, giving us a thumbs up on that like button, and leaving a comment down below on what videos you want to see and something good that happened to you this week so we can shout you out in next week's video. Thanks again for all the support. Have a great week. Bye.